domination. Go time. Capture the objective. Enemy napalm strike incoming. Enemy UAV inbound.
And it was at this moment, theater mode crashes again. Theater mode broken as hell over here in Black Ops 6. There's a lot of things broken as hell in this Black Ops 6. We're going to go with some Hacienda gameplay for this video. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Your boy jumped on some OG. We were on the PS5s, but we jumped on some OG Destiny 1 just recently. Played a couple games. I mean, we didn't go off or nothing like that, but we had a couple of games. Dude, it's such a shock to the system going back to these games without FOV, without the frames and all that. It's just, wow, man. It's different. It's definitely, it takes you a minute to get adjusted. But we jumped on for 2 games. It took a while to find some games, but we got 2 games in both games we finished at or above a 2 KD, man. So we put in a little bit of work. We're going to use some OG Destiny, some sexy OG Destiny 1 gameplay for this video because I don't really feel like playing or looking at more Black Ops 6 at this juncture. And it's not because I hate the game, but dude, this game's got problems, man. Like, we're trying to get it to a better place. I tried to get you guys different angles of that kill cam, and of course theater mode janky as hell, lagging all over the place. Like, I could barely get the clip that I got for you guys, but I was able to get that. And I was trying to get some other angles just to show you, nothing else was going on. We're throwing a Semtex. You can clearly see that from the gameplay. It is a timed fuse. It's not like we were cooking a frag or some shit and we threw it just as it was about to explode. We threw a Semtex. Nothing interfered with it. It went out the doorway and it still just randomly blows up out of nowhere. Nothing caused it to immediately explode like that. And I would have got you more angles if theater mode wasn't so ass. And it just randomly explodes. Throws me into a game in progress. Obviously, it happens a lot in this game where my team is losing. And even if you try to bring your team back, not only are you up against some demons, some pretty competent players that know what they're doing, you got to deal with bullshit like this. And this is what I'm trying to help these room temperature, less than room temperature IQ COD sims, bundle buying COD sims, that don't have to see what we got to see. They're in the protected bracket, man. They're running around in their little furry bundle skins. They don't got to worry in the world. Their connection is great. Everything is fine for them when they jump on the game. But when we jump on the game, anybody remotely decent at the game, you got to deal with all the sweats. You got to deal with the lag, the desync. You got to deal with the packet burst. You got to deal with all the minor things that they don't notice that we notice. Like, they're not going to run into a lot of people that are abusing recon. They don't run into any sweats that are using that shit, like, as cringy as you can use it. That's just one small example. But the spawns won't bother them as much. All the problems that this game has, they barely notice. Not only do we have to deal with all this shit, we got to constantly deal with just randomly dying out of nowhere. And I know I'm not the only one saying this, but I can't tell you how many times I've died to a grenade that was like a whole floor underneath me. Like, it blows up. It's on the other side of the room underneath me. It blows up and somehow it still gets me, even though it had no business touching me at all. I shouldn't even have taken damage from the thing, and it still hit me with the one shot. And that's with flak jacket on. Dying from your own grenades, or grenades just kind of following you around, man, like a fucking magnet or some shit. It's like, you can't even explain that. I want to show you guys this tweet from Parasite. First thing I saw when I hopped on Twitter earlier today. He goes on to say, I find more cheaters than your dog shit anti-cheat. Please fix 4 games in a row, 4 different blatant wallers or aimbotters. Nice Treyarch, Activision, Call of Duty. And this person, Reese, goes on to add, it's absolutely fine in lower levels. Of course it is, bro. When you hit Iridescent, it's a joke. It's mad how they can make it up to Iridescent top 250 without being detected. Or if they ain't cheating, full console lobbies boot the server if you win. So it's unplayable. Unplayable at the moment. Shout out to Reese. Shout out to Parasite. That's some real shit, man. The game is in a terrible state. And he makes a very good point. A point that I'm trying to make constantly in my videos. I'm trying to help these COD simps understand they don't got to see a lot of this shit, right? If you're remotely decent at the game, you got to deal with everything I've already just broken down in this video. But you're also guaranteed to run into that many more cheaters, especially if you're over there in ranked. You're going to see them. If you're a good player and you're in ranked, you're climbing that ladder, you're going to basically see cheaters all the fucking time because their anti-cheat is dog shit. All they care about is protecting these cash cow whales, these nerds. They just want to protect them in the hopes that they buy more bundles, buy more cringy furry skins in the store. They don't care about anybody who's been loyal to the franchise for years at this point. You took the time to get better. You got better. Now you're here and you're punished for getting better at the game and staying loyal to the franchise. I got a comment just the other day from an OG subscriber. He dropped a comment on one of my posts or one of my videos. I can't remember which one specifically, but he was like, damn, dude, I can't even play with my son anymore because I'm still decent at the game and he's ass, right? He didn't say it like that, but his son is not very good at the game, right? But he's still decent at the game and he can no longer party up with his own damn son because they patched 2 boxing now. The people, and there's people out here celebrating this. That really shows you with the state of Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Warzone, Ranked, the whole 9, the state of this franchise, the people out here celebrating that they patched 2 box with the game in the state that it's in really shows you who you can trust out here in this Call of Duty space. But we got all these problems in the game, problems I've talked about and showed you just in this very short video. And they're worried about 2 boxers, bro. They're worried about a noob getting his feelings hurt a little bit and getting beaten in a video game for 1 game because the lobby split up anyways and he's able to move on to his other bot lobbies and he's fine running around in his little furry suit and everything else. Like, just 1 game. 1 noob gets beasted for 1 game in a pub. In a pub. They're more worried about stopping that than actually fixing their game. They want us playing in these professional MLG tournaments, and they can't even give us a functioning game to do it, though. First off, none of us really want to participate in these MLG pro public lobbies. We don't want to be here. We just want to play casually, man. We should have an option to do that. There is no option to do that. But even still, they can't give us a functioning game where all your deaths are fair and just. They can't do it for us. They're more worried about the 2 boxer who's decent at the game and he gets into a lobby full of noobs, slaps around a little bit for 1 game. They're more worried about stopping that than fixing their game. Priorities, right? You can't make this shit up. But that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I could not care less if some butthurt nerd wants to cry about me, quote unquote, crying. Hypocritically complaining about me complaining. Like a lot of these nerds, they try to just shame you into saying, just stop saying mean words about the Call of Duty. I don't give a fuck about these people. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care what you think. There's even other hypocritical content creators out here who ranted religiously about Call of Duty for years, but now they don't want to do it anymore. So now they just want to complain and rant about people who are still doing. They don't want to do it, so you need to stop doing. Fuck all of these people. Y'all can kiss my ass. French kiss it if you want to. Pucker it up good. and French kiss it. I don't give a shit what you think or what you have to say. I'm going to do what the fuck I want on my own channel. Don't like it? Don't watch, you goofy bitch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you on the next one.